Welcome all to the Kickout Club Wrestling Podcast. We don't know how to do this shit anymore, so we're just turning the camera on and we're just gonna yap for you. I'm Tyler, as always. I'm joined today with Emil. Emil, how you doing, man?
I'm uncomfortable.
Why are you uncomfortable? What's there to be
I don't know
uncomfortable
how to
about?
do this anymore. I feel old.
I also feel I'm not used to this setup either. Like when we were in our heyday, like I was mostly in my last place, and this place is very new, and I'm still trying to figure it all out. But we're doing it.
We're washed.
We are washed, as the kids would say. But you know what isn't washed, and actually quite the opposite? Pro wrestling. WWE is back. Kind of. We had a good SummerSlam.
We did.
We had a good
We had a good
SummerSlam.
day. We had a good SummerSlam Sunday.
Okay, you didn't like Saturday?
You can't forget SummerSlam Raw.
I liked Saturday. I thought Saturday was good.
It was
I thought the
fine.
matches were pretty good. I don't know. I mean, like, tries to remember. Can't remember. No, I mean, Liv and Io was a very strong opening.
It was. But what? Oh yeah, that was the first day. That was good.
Yeah. Liv and Io was a strong opening. I mean, like, Gunther and Nick Aldis was fun. Everything was short on Saturday. Everything felt short.
felt
And
short.
honestly, everything except for the Night 2 main event felt short, in my opinion.
Maybe. I don't know about that. I think Night 2 felt structured better.
Definitely structured better. I mean, like, we did get Justin Jefferson out there to not announce the attendance because they were embarrassed and didn't want to say it out loud.
I'd be embarrassed too, honestly. They sold probably a combination over 2 days, 50,000 tickets for a stadium that sits 80.
Something like that. I mean, let's see. US Bank Stadium's capacity for... Come on. Okay, 66,202. It's expandable to 73,000. So that's the capacity. And Night 1 sold 36,683. And Night 2 sold 33,086. So Night 1 sold more than Night 2.
Which is weird. I thought Night 2 looked fuller.
I mean, Night 1's got Cody Rhodes, baby. Night 1's got the man Cody Rhodes.
What an embarrassment, bro.
What you know about being QB1, bro?
He
What you know
looks
about
like
being QB1?
he looks like a chump.
Cody?
Yeah.
He's fine. He's fine.
Doing Cody things. So I mean, we can start with the Cody story.
We could. I mean,
do we like
j-
it? So
yeah.
coming off of SummerSlam, Cody has lost the big match, yawn, and now he's all, I can be mad. Ooh, Randy
wait.
Orton came back and dropped him for no reason.
I was gonna say, tell him why he lost the big match.
Randy Orton came back for no reason. Why are we here? We're just bringing up bad memories.
I mean, I think they're just doing what they should have done 4 months ago the right way. Fine by me. I'll take it. I'm entertained, especially with the follow-up, because we have the blessing of recording this podcast a week or so after SummerSlam, and we got to see Randy and Cody have a back-and-forth promo, which they did not have at all during the build to their WrestleMania match, which I thought was really, really good.
That's
Orton,
embarrassing.
it is embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. And Orton kind of saying, like, you know, like, as long as I'm breathing, you will never be a world champion ever again. And meanwhile, Cody's like, listen, bro, everyone's leaving. Cena's leaving. Like, Styles left. All these big names left. You're the last one. Who's going to retire you? And that is what intrigues me the most out of this. That kind of is a tease to me that they might have Cody retire Randy at the end of this feud. And I'm not saying it will be this particular era of this feud. They might like have this and then come back to it later. But yeah, Gunther's also the option number 2. Honestly, I don't need it though. I don't need Gunther to retire everybody. I'm tired of that. That was a stupid way to. And I think that people, I think honestly, not to spin off on a different combo, but like my hot take is that, not really hot take. My take is that people are reading too much into the Gunther retiring thing, like the Gunther career killer thing. And I think that you can be a career killer without killing everybody's career. Like you can kill some people's career, but you don't need to kill everybody. Yeah. And that was good, but you don't need to do much more than that. Like, you don't need to just force every single career to be killed by Gunther.
So Cody is now mad, and he's all, "I don't have to be the good guy anymore." Shut up.
You never did, bro.
Shut up.
You never did.
I'm gonna be honest. This is where you lose me on Cody now, because what we're not gonna do is sit here and waste 8 months of our time just so Cody can win this title at WrestleMania for the story. I'm not don't waste my time here. Because I mean, what are we doing? It's Cody being like, I don't have to be the bad guy anymore. It is once again them just openly trying to irritate me and openly irritate old wounds for a Cody something. We've watched Cody get aggressive, but now he's openly saying, I don't got to be the bad guy. What is that? What is that?
I understand why you're not a fan of that, because from my perspective, even as a Cody stan, we have seen Cody do this multiple times, and he doesn't ever fully go into that. He always says he's going to be the bad guy, or like he doesn't have to be the good guy, and then he does something morally gray and ambiguous, and then once that feud's over, it's like it never happened, and he's back to normal Cody. So like, I get it. I definitely get it. But I'm still intrigued. I'm still entertained. I'm still entertained.
I'm really not entertained by Cody and Randy right now. That is just a vessel and a means to an end, and it gives Cody something to do until post December.
Here's why I like it. What would Cody be doing if he wasn't feuding with Randy?
Cody could go, bro. Like, he needs a break. We need a break.
That wasn't the answer to my question.
He could go.
No, yeah. In my eyes, if Cody's not feuding with Randy, he's going for the title. But we don't want him to go for the title. So I think this is great. Keep him away from the title and keep him still in that main event ecosystem and keep that main event building. You can have Orton win this feud and go on and challenge Punk. I think that'd be kind of interesting. Have Orton challenge Punk for the title at this point. And have Cody fuck off and do something else. And I think that, like, having Punk and Kevin Owens now, which we'll get to that, but, like, that's sick. Like, we have now turned what was one main event program into two. And I think that was a great way to handle it. Between KO coming back and winning the number one contender and Cody losing to Punk because of Randy, and now they have this feud.
We kind of opened up into a litany of possibilities on SmackDown. SmackDown looks fun right now.
Cooking.
SmackDown looks fun to be on.
Cooking.
Because we have all these guys who are gunning for Punk. Punk's Hulk Hoganing everybody on purpose.
On purpose. Absolutely on purpose.
On purpose.
We've talked about it off pod, but that is absolutely where we think it's going. At least I do.
And we injected Sammy in there. Gunther's lost 7 times, so Gunther's not winning a gosh darn thing. And
hey, he beat the guy who wrestled his first match in years.
And Kevin Owens is back, right? Which is awesome. There were rumors of that happening, and then it did happen, and I'm okay with that. That was exciting, and
that
a great
to me
move.
is the moment where I was like, oh shit, SmackDown's brand new. Like, I think Kevin Owens is like the anchor being of SmackDown right now. There is so much possibility now that KO's back. With Sammy, with Cody, with Punk, low-key with Randy Orton, that could be fun. With
Finn
everyone
Balor's around.
Finn Balor's there too, and they're building Finn Balor as another option. And Gunther's been there kicking ass the whole time too. Well, getting his ass kicked and screwed over. But, you know, he's there. So, they can build him up whenever they want.
So let's talk about CM Punk. CM Punk right now is on he's on his shit, right? I was just listening to Sam Roberts, and we're kind of moving past welcome back CM Punk. And he's found his title shot from the sky. And now with him holding the belt, he beat Sammy. Sammy's now, I think, nowhere near that title belt ever again. He's not ever getting a match again. That's just how it's going to go. Punk right now is big dogging.
He is big dogging. He's brothering his way around the locker room.
He's brothering his way through television right now.
He quite literally told Kevin Owens, "That's not going to work for me, brother.
That don't work for me, brother.
That don't work for me, brother." So yeah, let's talk about that. So Kevin Owens defeats Kevin Owens beats who was the main event scene for its entirety on SmackDown beyond Cody and Punk in that one match on his first night back. So he, in essence, buried the entire main event scene on his first night back. And now, I say buried, I'm exaggerating, but Kevin Owens now facing CM Punk for the title. Man, that's gonna be exciting. But like, I mean, like you said, Sami Zayn's not going anywhere with the title. Gunther, I liked that they added Gunther to that match after he beat Nick Aldis. But like,
that was giggle worthy. I giggled.
It made sense. It made sense for Aldis to be like, "Listen, you beat me, you got the match, but I'm not done adding people yet." I thought that was fun. I like that Nick Aldis is back with that.
All that just to mess with Sami Zayn, who really got the short end of the stick.
Aldis in a bag of chips.
Aldis in a bag of chips, bro.
Sign of the weekend, bro. I love that sign.
Best sign ever.
That was great.
It's really curious to see what we're doing with CM Punk.
Yeah.
It's really curious. The fans still like him, so I can't see a heel turn.
I think it's similar to Roman, though. I think it's going to be that.
They're very, and I don't know if this is just SmackDown or this is just the crowds or what's going on, but they're dead. You don't really hear that. You can hear his song again. Depressing.
True.
But you can hear a lot of people's song now. So either they're blasting volume or the fans are just not in it. I was at the Raw in Atlantic City for the July 4th taping, so I got SmackDown as an extra hour for fun. It was not fun. SmackDown sucked. We left.
That doesn't shock me.
But it's weird how these crowds are reacting to CM Punk. Because they're a little dead for him. So I don't know what's going on. So I don't know if we're playing into that. I don't know if we keep putting Punk against people that we like. So we're nervous. We don't want to cheer for Punk because we want to cheer for everybody else. So Punk's brothering his way through that.
I think that's the kicker. I think that's really what it is. We don't have the problem with honestly, the entirety of WWE right now is that we don't have strong heels. We don't. Gunther is the only true heel to me and Sammy, and both of them just get buried left and right. And on Raw, like, we can't, like, Pete, the biggest question on Raw is, are the Bloodline heels or not? Because sometimes Roman is face. Sometimes Roman plays the face, and the fans are cheering Roman. He's doing face-like things. He's not fully leaning into this heel character, but, like, meanwhile, the Usos and Jacob Fatu are full-blown heels. And so, like, it's very confusing. Like, it just feels like they want to book Roman and Punk and, like, the top stars how they feel is convenient and let the fans decide the reaction to them. I feel like that's kind of their philosophy right now, and I don't know if it really lends itself to a sustainable ecosystem at the main event level.
But there's no reaction.
That's why. That's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to leave it up to the fans to figure out how they should feel, but I don't think the fans. I think the fans are depending on the product to tell them more how to feel. You know what I'm saying?
So we as fans have gone past the vibe. We used. So, like, 2024 was 2024 and through, I would call Royal Rumble 25 was strictly for vibes. We did what we moved on vibes.
Well, we had something that we knew we wanted. We don't have like in 24 in that time. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it sounds to me like you're talking leading into Mania 40.
I'm talking after that too. We went both of us separately and together went to WWE shows. After WrestleMania 40.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. I was just saying, like in general, just like the fans colloquially,
fans. I feel there was still like a vibe, you know.
Sure.
We all want to do the things, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. We want to throw the ones for Roman. We want to do the Cody thing. We want to yeet.
Yeet.
We want to sing Sammy's sing. Like we want to follow all the catchphrases. We do.
Everybody's got a catchphrase now.
You know what I mean? But I feel like now the vibes are not the same, and we can't just operate off of said vibe.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Kind of. I think so.
Because I think the reactions feel different now. Maybe it's more casuals, or people just don't care, or they know there's not going to be
part of it.
Maybe. I mean, there's no substance going on in a lot of these interactions anymore either. You could have all those vibes because then there would be substance in these promos that were happening.
Yeah.
This is the first promo I felt like there was substance in a long time.
The KO Punk
Kevin
promo?
Owens, this KO CM Punk promo. This was great.
Because there's
They were
legitimate
cooking.
beef there too. I mean,
There is beef.
there's legitimate beef there, or at least there was, and like they're trying to play into that a little more. But like, I feel personally that part of that issue that you're describing is because to me it feels like we don't have a destination. We don't know where we're going long term. Like it just feels to me like we're just booking week to week, month to month, pay-per-view cycle to pay-per-view cycle until we figure out what that long-term plan is. It still feels to me like we're waiting on The Rock. It still feels to me like we're waiting on Dwayne. I know. I'm not saying he's the key. I am not saying he's the key.
I walked away from it.
No, I did too. I'm not saying
Actually, I didn't because SummerSlam.
Yeah,
They creeped. There was some weird Rock thing that creeped into the news.
Apparently, did you see now he's trying to pursue a music career?
Yes, I did see that. They somehow
Dwayne.
Rock creeped his way into the news right during SummerSlam week, and I was like,
Dwayne doing everything except coming back to lose to Roman. He does not want to do the job.
he doesn't want to lose to Roman. He doesn't want to lose to Punk. He doesn't want to lose to Cody. He don't want to lose to nobody.
No, he does not. He does not. But I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think that The Rock is the final destination. I don't think that The Rock is the one that needs to come back for this.
Time out. Because we also talk about sometimes the powers that be who are above Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce.
You're right.
Who? And we've seen Triple H on screen, and they don't put Triple H in a kayfabe role when on screen.
Yeah.
He's very weirdly used on screen. Like, why is he there for the weigh-in? Just he's big.
Because he found a way to shoehorn his way in. He wants to be involved in the biggest stories. That's what it is. I think it's an ego thing. There's no reason for him to be involved in that when they have general managers. There's no reason.
And especially then because it's like, well, wait a minute. You want me to buy into the product that is written, so you want me to see the guy who writes it, but you're not going to give him a title in story. He's just the writer, and he's there.
He's the chief content officer.
In the kayfabe story.
Yeah.
Huh?
I just feel, yeah, they're very vague and very like, it's case by case, very touch and go. Like they call Triple H what they want to call him based on how convenient it is for him, for what the story calls for, But I feel like in general, I feel like the final destination for a lot of the post WrestleMania era, I would argue from WrestleMania 40 to 42. It's felt to me like the final destination should have been The Rock. That was what we were building to. It felt like they were trying to hold on to that for the months following WrestleMania 40. But I feel like after 42, they finally were like, he's not coming. He's not coming. And we're just going to carry on. But it still doesn't feel like they have a new destination yet. It feels like they're trying to have a bloodline renaissance in the long term. Whether or not they try to get Rock back is another story. It still feels like they're kind of waiting for that event for him to come back. And I don't know why that is. It just feels like his presence is felt still. And it's frustrating because I'm trying my hardest to not get attached to that, not think about it. But it's really hard to when that's all it seems like they're waiting on and building to.
Anyway, so the CM Punk KO promo was very good. That was, I think, where I was supposed to be going. It felt uncomfortable. There was a lot of off-mic stuff, which is really annoying. And I couldn't read the lips for a lot of it either.
I saw it on Twitter.
I'm sure somebody
on Twitter
broke it down. I saw Punk go, "That pushes your buttons, doesn't it?" I heard that, but I couldn't really get a lot of it, so it looked like some carny bullshit, which is fine. I just want to believe that they hate each other. I did just pick up the mic. There was a quote from Steve Austin. I want to say it was Steve Austin. They were talking about, people doing promos in the ring and having the mic down at their side and jabber jawing. Pick up the mic, sir.
Yeah.
Pick up the mic. Let's talk. If you're trying to build a story, I want to see the story. You can make it uncomfortable. You can make it professional because you do have to be professional, right? But you can be uncomfortable still. It's okay.
The Sportster reports that Uh, the first part of the conversation between Owens and Punk began with the latter, Punk, getting upset at the former, Kevin Owens, for smiling at him. You think it's funny, Punk asks, to which Owens replies, does it hurt your feelings that bad that I'm chuckling? Punk admits that it really pisses him off, to which Owens sarcastically notes that he's impressed that's all it takes. After arguing whether it's normal to get angry over someone laughing, Punk attempts to turn the tables on Owens by claiming, despite being set off by a smile, that he's the one that knows how to push Punk's buttons. KO stays on the smile, noting that he's the one who set off the WWE champion just by smiling at him.
Okay, that's fine.
And then they start to get more heated, and they basically say, keep it professional to each other.
There was an interesting point on commentary where Wade Barrett said there's in story, there's things that commentary has been told not to speak on. Love that. Are they going to speak on it though? If not, then they just don't talk about it. If we're not going to talk about it, and I think we're not going to talk about it because it's Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And
we
don't have access to Ring of Honor right now.
We do not.
Ring of Honor's
unfortunately neither guy had a career.
Florida.
Yeah, unfortunately neither guy had a career in TNA, so we can't pull from that either.
And we can't pull from TNA, so we're just not going to talk about it at all, and that is frustrating.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Then why bring it up?
Also,
I'm curious as a fan.
Yeah. It's also interesting to note that they announced the title match for the August 21st edition of SmackDown. It's a week from tomorrow as of recording this. So that is in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Shout out Yusuf. So it'll be out in his neck of the woods. Unsure if Team Canada... Oh, tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow there's a couple matches in
Team Boston.
In Beantown, baby! I don't even know if I'm going yet. I don't have a ticket yet. I might pull a last minute and see if I can
go to the box office.
Good. I might go to the box office, actually.
It worked for Noah Khan.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. You got some good seats for that.
So, yeah, I don't know what I want to know more. I feel, again, just listening to Sam Roberts do his podcast, he was thinking that this is probably going to be a multi-series match. I don't know how I feel about a series for these two.
I don't know either because I don't see KO taking the title off Punk, unfortunately.
Exactly. I see, so I don't want to see KO
people do
lose
see that though. Multiple people have said they see Kevin Owens taking it off Punk, but I just don't see it. I don't know who beats Punk. I think they see Punk as the guy to carry the brand for a while, and I do too.
Yeah, the brand's got to get carried, and if we're not going to do Cody, we need somebody who's going to sell. Now, I had a question. When's the last time you saw was Kevin Steen in the CM Punk documentary?
I don't remember.
I feel like I remember this. Or was this not
what documentary are we talking here?
The Best in the World documentary, the 2012 one.
I
tried looking it up, but I didn't find anything.
Please excuse my loud keyboard is probably being caught here.
Is this what's it called? The thing where you think you saw it but you never did?
Oh, what's that? The Mandela Effect?
Yeah.
I'm looking. Brent Albright, Just Incredible, John Morrison, Money in the Bank 20. Nah, it's not in here. There's not even ROH in this. It's his first match is Ohio Valley Wrestling versus Brent Albright.
No, not the matches on the DVD. Was he a talking head?
Oh, I don't think so. I have that DVD though. I could probably get it from my parents' house and watch it and let you know.
I mean, I think it's on YouTube for free if you have premium.
That's true.
I could scrub it again, but I was like, wasn't Kevin Steen a talking head in the CM Punk documentary? This is funny. Anyway, so there's that. It was cool though. Yeah, I like this. I like this concept of we're digging into Grumpy Punk.
I do too. I like the idea. Like I said, I like the idea that it takes a one main event feud with Cody and Punk, and now has split it into two between KO and Punk and Cody and Randy. I think that's great. I think that allows for. I think SmackDown needed more stuff because it felt like SmackDown was carried by the one top feud and everything else was kind of just to fill the time. So I'm glad that we have more to chew on, and I think that we have a direction after Kevin Owens loses to Punk in Sami Zayn. It seemed like, based on how Sami reacted to KO returning, I know, I agree, but guess what? That's what we got, dog. That's what we got. I'm not sure though, but we'll see what happens on that. Gunther's also running around. Gunther, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, those are the other, Sami Zayn, the other players in that main event scene, but who knows? They might go after the new United States champion, Baron Corbin.
Oh, God.
In 2026, Baron Corbin won the United States Championship from a thriving Trick Williams in his re-debut. The only explanation I have is that Trick is winning that Money in the Bank briefcase.
I'm also confused. It should have been Trick and Carmelo. We just kind of hot-shotted Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin still has the fur belt, which is also weird.
Very.
Go ahead.
This is the way for Carmelo to win the title without beating Trick.
Or we could just give them a banger.
They don't want Trick to lose to Carmelo. So they had him lose to Baron Corbin by him cheating. I know it's stupid. I agree with you. But I think that's what they do. So Baron Corbin's the U.S. champion. Who the fuck does he lose it to? Probably Carmelo, but who knows? Where is Ilya Dragunov?
Leaving.
You think so?
Allegedly. Allegedly, he's in the same contract conversations that Bailey is.
Well, you told me that Bailey's not up until December. Is that correct?
She's not. But I think Dragunov is in the same conversation.
Of, like, gonna leave.
He's cleared. He's not injured.
No.
They just don't. He's just not around. And
right.
there are talks from sources that he may also walk. Which is not really a massive L for them because I don't know where he goes.
He's going to AEW if he leaves.
Yeah, and that's not really any better for him.
I think it's great. I think it would be great for him if they didn't have such a big-ass roster. I think they're starting...
Everybody's big right now. Everybody's got a big roster.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? Only
That's
so
true.
much TV time, and at least there's more titles over there in AEW.
There are. There's also ROH to throw him into.
And CMLL.
CMLL. Everyone, they're starting to build they're starting to mirror one another too much. WWE, AEW, NXT, ROH, AAA, CMLL, TNA,
Ring of Honor.
Also, Ring of Honor.
Then what's?
I don't know. Man.
Over on the Raw side, Roman is LA Knight's still in the Bloodline Vortex.
Yeah. A ghost. A ghost appeareth.
The Vortex.
The Vortex.
The Vortex.
He's going to open the door and he's going to be in the Isle of Samoa. He's been transported.
The Bloodline Vortex, bro. It's so confusing. Solo lost the match with Jay Uso, sans Jimmy. Oh wait, no, Jimmy was there. And now he has to go answer for his crimes.
I liked how they described it, because if Solo lost, Jay would deliver him to Roman Reigns.
He now has to answer his crimes.
I just picture Solo in Jay's arms like, for you, Saya. Just to Roman.
He can't carry his big ass.
Facts. But then also, if Solo won, the Bloodline would have had to leave him alone. Which also, like, dude, you're back feuding you're back in arm's reach of a world champion. Like, why would you want him to leave you alone? Wouldn't you want to take the title from him? So, like, that also doesn't make much sense. And what would you do? Like, you would want to confront him and take his title and thwart the Bloodline if you don't want to be a part of it. So why would you want them to leave you alone?
So the prevailing theory on the internet is that's exactly what we're doing. We're gonna feed Solo to Roman. One of the prevailing theories, anyway. Solo is gonna get delivered. They're gonna try to bring him in. He's gonna say no because he's a big face right now. Which, side note, great face guy.
Yep.
A lot of fun. He makes his brothers look so goofy.
He does.
While also being goofy.
Him and Jacob interacting, if Solo does join the Bloodline eventually, is going to be hilarious. Because Jacob is like the most serious, and Solo is the most goofy. I
So
just hope that if
unserious.
Solo does join the bloodline again, that he does not go back to old Solo. If
Solo!
he needs to stay this Solo. He needs to be this goofy ass, like, stop. Did anyone get shot? Anyone get
Anyone
shot?
get shot back there? Everybody okay?
Everybody okay?
He said, "This is your warning shot."
So pew. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's great. Meanwhile, Royce Keys is demolished by Jacob. Royce Keys is written out TV.
That's okay.
And by the time he comes back, the crowd will forget who he was. Unfortunately,
Poor Royce Keys. Poor powerhouse.
facts. They brought him in as such a high on like as such a hyped up moment, and it was just it's a wet fart, bro.
Every time he comes out, the crowd goes mild.
It sucks because he's very talented and he's very good and jacked as fuck, but like, yeah,
He's
man,
boring.
they can't figure out what to do. They don't let him be himself.
I don't really want him to talk. I'll be honest.
Have you
But I
heard
don't
him talk?
even know this. Kind of. When they let him.
Okay.
I mean, I thought the Jacob stuff was interesting, because one, we're acknowledging MLW.
It's interesting with Solo too, though.
Which we never do.
Yeah, that's true.
And two, it's interesting to watch this guy Jacob be humanized. I thought all that was interesting. I think if it happened away from the bloodline, maybe with a IC title or something near it,
Maybe with a Cody Rhodes feud.
it would have been fun. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe slap him near Cody. Because again, it's always fun to watch Cody interact with his AEW friends when we can't talk about it.
Oh man.
It's like when he interacted with Ricky Saints.
Right. Man,
And
it's
he was
just like
I know you from somewhere.
from somewhere. It's good to see you here instead
It's
of
nice to see you here.
never mind. Good to see you. Like,
Didn't he did that to him? What's his name?
it was like
Lexus
Ethan Page,
King?
Lexus King, Ricky Saints, and Cody had a backstage interaction at one point. And man, crazy.
So, Solo, I think, is gonna do some chicanery with LA Knight, either against him or with him, because both I think are somewhere in that world title atmosphere for Roman right now.
Sounds like LA Knight's gonna get that world title match at Money in the Bank, so fans can't get mad when he loses Money in the Bank.
So he can lose the world title match instead.
Correct.
Um,
But then at least the fans won't have that built-up expectation of, oh my god, this is the year LA Knight does it. Which is a huge slap in the face.
Well, there's always room for possibilities, right?
No.
Let's talk about it. Possibilities include Rey
Not winning.
Mysterio pulling up at the end of Raw after Jacob kills Royce Keys, to pull Roman and be like, "Let's talk business."
You know I'm the general manager of AAA, right? I do now.
Why is he Irish? Why is he Irish?
I had surgery 5 times in my left knee. You remember that clip?
You're really good at impersonations. That might be your worst one though.
Nah, bro.
I gotta put you over, but I'm gonna tell you.
Damn, bro.
Which everybody went new, intrigue. It turned less intriguing very quickly. So WWE then announced later in the week that we were going to do a tournament with a bunch of luchadors from Raw, SmackDown, and AAA, with I believe most of the participants being from AAA and Penta.
And Rey Fenix.
Yes, the other Penta.
And Dragon Lee.
Well, we had to include him too. So we got
He brings the
3.
fuego.
We got a Raw guy, a SmackDown guy, and I think another
Raw
guy.
guy.
And then we have a bunch of AAA guys, which is awesome. And the winner of this tournament goes on to fight Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship on the September 14th edition of Monday Night Raw in Mexico City. Cool.
Very cool.
Cool beans.
Very cool.
Cool beans. Thank God that we didn't put El Grande or Dom in this.
I knew that wasn't going to happen. I'm so glad too.
Well, wait, Dom did get in this, didn't he?
No.
No.
He just faced Dragon Lee in a non-title, nothing
Non-tournament
match.
Okay.
Just like a standard match.
Because this also happens right after this match will happen right after your big Triple Mania event. So obviously we want to keep Dom and El Grande in possibilities for victories somewhere else. That's okay. Penta's winning this.
Correct. Wrap it up.
It will not be Psycho Clown.
So it will not be Psycho Clown.
It will not be no Mr. Iguana in this.
No Mr. Iguana. No Dr. Wagner the Third.
It's not anybody who kind of matters. It was certainly not going to be a Laredo Kid.
Nope.
This is all to give us Penta versus Rey Fenix. Conveniently.
I mean, listen. That is correct. But like, all right, I'm looking it up right now. I just want to look at this graphic here. So Penta already advanced by defeating Laredo Kid. We got Psycho Clown and La Parca. So I think La Parca is going to win that probably and lose to Penta. Dragon Lee is probably going to win. And I think they're going to want to give... They've been trying to push Dragon Lee for some reason. He's really good. I just can't get behind the character. Which sucks because El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. is probably one of my favorites in AAA right now. And then Rey Fenix is going to go to the end and face Penta. But like, in what universe is Rey Fenix going to face Roman Reigns for the world title? The only guy I could maybe picture on a bill, on a poster, one-on-one with Roman Reigns for the world title is Penta. It's Penta. It has to be. And it's sad because he still has no shot of winning even if he does win the tournament.
Well, no, he does. He has the same amount of chance that Sami Zayn had.
Going by my calculation at that point, Sami also had zero chance of winning that. So they were not going to have Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40.
How much did Mexico pay? No. I meant this year, Sami. Sami had no chance in that triple threat match. Don't lie.
I mean,
no. We did not walk in there.
I mean, I thought Cody was going to win.
I
thought Cody was going to win.
That Sami was really going to do.
No, yeah, I fully thought Cody was going to win.
Yeah, as we should.
But that's Cody Rhodes in a triple threat match. That's Roman Reigns in a 1v1. The tribal chief in the height of the Bloodline story, where they said that this story is going to continue at least well into 2027.
It's very unlikely, but we could give Roman Reigns Money in the Bank.
Oh my lord!
He hasn't won yet.
Get this guy out of here. Get this
guy.
He
hasn't won it yet.
Has he not won Money in the Bank?
No, he hasn't.
No. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. If Roman Reigns wins Money in the Bank, I as a person who loves the Money in the Bank concept and has tried to stand by it for all these years, get rid of it. Get rid of it. My question to you is, where does Penta go if he does win this title?
Who cares? I'll be honest. I'm looking for a Penta heel turn.
I am as well.
I thought he was going to kick. I thought he was going to kick Chad Gable in the balls.
So did I. He was dressed kind of heelish recently. He was dressed in what people were saying looks very similar to the heel version of Penta because he has different clothing.
I thought the same thing. I was like, he's looking a little.
He's been too buddy with Chad recently. He's been a little too buddy.
Looking like the DC universe over there, real dark, as Deadpool would say.
Right. I mean, Obafemi is going to win that title from Roman, and the only way that's going to happen is if Roman holds it till Mania. I really think that's what they do.
Yeah, but it's always and I had to bring it up though. Just as we have precedent this time at least.
We do.
We have precedent to believe that they could be stupid enough to pull the rug out.
You're right. I mean,
we just would have to get back on Roman.
I'm the most excited about Penta versus Roman Reigns than any other match Roman has had as world champion. since the first Jacob match because it's a fresh matchup. It's not something that we've seen before.
It's real exciting. And
Yeah.
we all saw them work together in, I want to say, the 25 Royal Rumble. And we were like,
And that's the problem with this title reign for me with Roman is that we wanted Roman to go to Raw and win that title because it was a whole fresh crop of challengers. And then it just seems like they've moved everybody from SmackDown that was there with him over to Raw with him. And now it just feels like Raw is now what SmackDown was in 2020 to 2022. And it's just like, it's not exciting. Like SmackDown right now, coming out of SummerSlam, like we said, we have CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Gunther, Kevin Owens, all of these people in the main event scene. Trick Williams going to win Money in the Bank. Who do we have in the main event scene on Raw? Roman.
LA Knight.
Obafemi, and now they're trying to build Obafemi and Braun Breaker now, which the two of them, that story is what I've been the most interested in coming out of SummerSlam, which is crazy.
So, I mean, you name all those SmackDown players over there, but that entire list, except for Gunther, I think Roman's beat.
Correct.
I'm cool.
So give me Roman Gunther.
No. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, listen,
no.
Roman Trick could be good. Roman Trick could be good.
Trick's not ready for that though.
Roman, if they wanted to be bold, Roman versus Royce Keys could have kicked ass if they had Royce Keys, gave him the opportunity to build himself up to that.
Yeah, he needs some work if we're gonna get there. So I mean, I think, and looking at this Penta match, I then want to be like, all right, let's just do something fun. Like, if we're not going to make Roman anything, and we have to make Roman strong, and we have to make Roman kind of run through some people, let's at least have fun while we're doing it, right?
Agreed.
I'm cool to let Roman have some fun. Give him a couple of random Raw matches. Give him a Saturday night's main event match. Give him something random. If we're not going to do anything here, let's at least have some fun. Let's at least be entertaining. Roman's still entertaining in the ring as champion, and watching somebody try to take it off him. It's fun to watch Roman almost lose. It is.
It is.
It's a lot like the streak, right? Like, it's fun even though you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Undertaker was going to win, and that was going to be it. But it's still fun in the moment to just give in and have some fun. So somebody like a Penta, maybe throw Chad Gable in there. Let's do something stupid, right? We could put maybe at Royal Rumble, if depending on how this Braun Oba thing shakes out, throw Braun in there just for funsies.
I'm in.
Right?
Low-key, I could see Roman and Javon Evans having a really good match.
Roman and Javon Evans.
Because Roman is so slow and grounded, and Javon is just always flipping and flying around. Like, that's great.
He would slip into 2022 chatterbox right quick, get out the ring and go,
Roman works
who is
well.
This guy?
He'd be like, what are you doing all that shit for?
This isn't what we do in the main event.
Yeah. Go to AAA if you want to do that. This is the main event. This is the big leagues. Like,
So if we're not gonna give story to Roman, let's at least be entertaining, because I'm not watching him in LA Knight for the next 4 months. I'm not. I'm not.
I can deal with it for now, because at least what they're going for and what it feels like is that they're having Roman right the wrongs of his previous reign, where he's beaten them, but there's always an asterisk. There's always an exception. There's always a footnote, because people interfered, because ref bump, because all this, all that. So LA Knight lost because of interferences from Bloodline, and now Roman has told Bloodline, don't touch LA Knight. So, and then LA Knight comes by with his suitcase. He's like, did I hear you can't touch me? Nah, you can't touch me. That was actually kind of funny.
Jay was fighting for his life too.
100%, bro. Like, it's interesting because at least they're going with a new twist on this feud. And also, if LA Knight was going to be campaigning against the Bloodline for all this time, it makes sense for him to eventually get to this point to get to Roman. I think it was needed. I think if he talked, and if he spent the last 6 to 8 months like he has been targeting the Bloodline, and he didn't get this match with Roman, it would make him look like absolute shit. Like, it would just make him look terrible. So at least they're trying in this regard to make him feel like he deserves this and that he's earned this, because he has. He's carried the face side of Raw.
This is definitely WWE trying to backtrack on what Triple H said after he said it in that press conference where he's like, you just got to get over, bro.
Because LA Knight is
and everybody just went LA Knight.
Facts. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't get it.
That's kind of.
I will say we didn't really get to. I was gonna say we didn't really get to talk about the. I know it's a little while back, but I just want to shout out the Roman Seth match at SummerSlam was very good to me.
It was.
I thought it was very good. I thought it was one of the best matches we've gotten in a while. I think it was better than Roman Punk. I think it was better than a lot of the big matches we've gotten of late. I think it was a great way to close that chapter. And like I said, it's yet another installment of Roman righting all of his wrongs, because he finally now has got that win over Seth that he desperately needed. It kind of unlocks this new side of Roman. Not new side, but you know what I mean? Like another level of Roman, another layer, which I appreciate.
And there was no chicanery.
Low key.
Well, there was.
Part of me kind of wants Seth to go to SmackDown, but SmackDown's already got so many people now.
Seth can just disappear, which I think is exactly what he's doing, and that
I think so.
I mean, you can't go on this kind of John Wick run and then take that L and then kind of just be like, all right, so what am I doing?
Yeah. Now, getting back on track here, you were saying that was pretty much the main event scene. I would love to chat about what I mentioned already is the feud that I'm like the storyline that I'm most excited about coming out of all this, which is Braun Breaker and Oba Femi, if that's all right. Because Oba Femi comes out, first off, night one of SummerSlam, or SummerSlam Raw, as Emil calls it. In the main event, Oba Femi beat Brock Lesnar in a match that was inside a Hell in a Cell, but was not a Hell in a Cell match by my standards. It was fine. It was fine for what it was. Brock puts over Oba strongly, heavily. Paul Heyman puts over Oba strongly, heavily. Very much like, this guy's the future, I'm the past, he's the future. Like, they literally ended SummerSlam with, calling Oba Femi the next big thing, which is crazy, crazy, crazy endorsement. The next night, or the next episode of Raw comes around, and Oba comes out, and he's basically like, the new era's here, and I'm the guy to speak for it. If you want to get to the new era, if you want to challenge the new era, you go through me. Like, he is the leader, which, yes, absolutely he is. And that cues Braun Breaker to come out for his match, or I guess, it was his match, after this promo, and he's, got his eyes locked on Oba Femi. And he just, from that moment, he's like, you can tell if something bothers him, right? You can tell that really bothers Braun, because if you've been following WWE for the last year or two, since WrestleMania 41, since the start of the Vision and being endorsed by Seth and Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker was supposed to be that guy. And he's just kind of fallen by the wayside because of injuries and because of everyone else's injuries in the Vision and just the Vision falling apart. So you can tell that really bothered him when Oba comes out and is like, I'm the guy to lead this generation, because Braun was there first. And so now we have this feud where it's Braun and Oba fighting to command this next era. And as much as I love Oba Femi, and if the direction is Roman Reigns and to take the title from Roman, he should win this feud. I also kind of feel like right now Braun needs this win. I feel like both of these guys are at such a point in their careers where both of them kind of need this win. But it's also such an interesting conversation. We haven't had a feud like this where it's up and coming stars fighting to control their next generation. And this is, people have akined it to this generation, or the next generation of fans, like John Cena, Randy Orton. This is just the first chapter in that. I'm intrigued to see where it goes.
Both can't eat a pin against each other. It's a really bad decision. I loved Braun Breaker. Dude was gone. Dude was. I made some jokes saying Braun remembering better days. Braun wondering how he got here. This is me. How'd I get here? I used to be that. I want to be that. And I mean, that's true. I mean, and then of course, allegedly coming out rumors that Braun Breaker is a little unhappy in his position. He's a little unhappy with whomst he's teamed up with. Allegedly not getting along with people that he's teamed up with. And allegedly people who he's teamed up with getting pushes over him. Did you hear that one?
Pushes over him?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They're really focused on Austin Theory right now.
That's so stupid. I actually don't buy any of that, to be honest. I really don't.
I saw reputable news sources putting that out. The news sources putting that out.
I'm not doubting you. It's fine. I don't buy it. Braun does not seem upset going in this feud. He would have been upset because he doesn't have a purpose, and now he's in this feud with Oba. Like, that's all the purpose that he needs. And honestly, what I think they're building to, because there's an extra wrinkle in this feud, and that is Braun has some resentment towards and jealousy towards Paul Heyman now, because coming out of the Brock and Oba match, Heyman's been gassing up Oba. And Braun's like, Oba's your new best friend.
Senpai.
Right. Because Braun was lumped in with the Vision, and Paul doesn't want to deal with the Vision anymore. And so Braun needs to separate himself from the Vision, and I think the long-term goal, I think that Braun is going to win the first match of this feud. And I say first match, it's going to be a series. I think because Braun needs to win this first match, and I think it's to set up Paul Heyman aligning with Braun Breaker.
I would almost prefer they kill each other. Just go to a no finish.
That's fine, but I think
destroy the arena.
That's fine, but I think that I want Paul Heyman to be with Braun Breaker, and I thought when he left the Vision, I was sad because that meant that Braun was going to stay with the Vision and Paul was leaving and they wouldn't be together anymore. I just feel like Paul works well with Braun, and I don't think Oba needs Paul Heyman. So if he's going to go with either of these dudes, he should go with Braun.
He's definitely not going with Obafemi. Obafemi doesn't need it. He doesn't need the heater. There's no reason for that. Braun does, but doesn't.
I would say he does. I don't think Braun is the best. I don't think Braun is the best talker. He's fine. He's fine. But I don't think he can hold a candle to Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins. Granted, if he does have Paul Heyman in his corner, Paul can do most of the talking, but he's going to talk more than Brock would with Paul.
I think when it comes, I think you're right, and I'm not even thinking that far, and maybe that. Where I'm like, I know Braun Breaker can't do that main event talking. That's not him. It works at a lower level, right? It works at that IC title, cutting your teeth, like that's fine. But so yes, in that sense, he does need that. Oba doesn't need that at a main event level. Although both of them are still rusty around the edges when it comes to promos. Like I'm losing some aura the more Oba talks, which
that's
is interesting.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I can understand it.
I mean, the promo just kind of feels the same, and it's it's falling apart for me a little bit. In that respect, he's still awesome. Like I got a shirt on right now. Like I'm cool, you know. I'm rocking. But the more they talk, the more they start to expose themselves a bit. I think they could just kill each other and have kind of that interaction. Maybe like a Roman Braun Strowman type thing when they kind of just killed each other.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Where it makes both of them look scary and dangerous, and you can do it better because it's two better people for that than Roman and Braun Strowman. Without kind of hurting their in-ring integrity, because that's where somebody's gonna have to eat a pin. At the end of the day, it's going to be Braun Breaker who eats the pin that matters. And so how do we make them both look good coming out of this? And I mean, Braun's got a point. He's looking at Oba. That should have been me. That was me. Where, you know, I used to be a dog. Ho.
I think that's why I want Braun to get Paul Heyman out of this. I want Braun needs something to get out. Like, he needs to get something out of this. And I think that Oba needs to win this, but I think that Braun could come away with Paul Heyman and at least not entirely lose this. if that
But
makes
we need
sense.
to be. I feel like we need to be careful not to make this about Paul Heyman.
Agreed. And I don't think it
We
needs
can't.
to be.
We can't. This isn't. This isn't the Roman Punk Seth triple threat where we're clearly fighting for Heyman's love. We're
Right.
not. I don't. I don't want it to be that. You know, the winner gets Paul Heyman on a pole, whatever. Like, we're not doing that. I want. And Breaker right now is really focused on Paul's opinion on him. And I want Paul, because I don't remember if he's done this yet, to kind of flip it and say, what do you think of Obafemi? What do you think you should be here? And almost kind of flip it on him, and then kind of find a way to get himself out of it unscathed.
Yeah.
Because the point isn't what Paul Heyman thinks of Obafemi. The point is what Braun Breaker thinks of Braun Breaker. We can do a psychological breakdown of the Braun Breaker character that way.
Yeah.
And then we can have him, kill some security guards and do a pull apart.
But maybe that's also Braun winning the first chapter of this feud, Paul Heyman aligning with Braun, gives us that Roman Braun match that you mentioned earlier. That could be good. Braun with the big win over Oba, they can go their separate ways for a while, and Braun can feud with Roman for a month or two and carry until Rumble Mania season, and then boom, it's full steam ahead with Roman and Oba.
Put them to let Braun get that big W, and then Oba has to go on his journey of whatever that is, and I don't know what that looks like.
He's holding King of the Ring. Sorry, I won't get into this. Keep going.
Put them both in the chamber. Have them be the last two in the chamber. And
Oba and Braun?
We break all the pods, and then Oba gets his big W back.
That's fair, but however, Oba still has King of the Ring. They still advertise that he won King of the Ring. He still has that world title match. He doesn't need to win Chamber. He doesn't need to win SummerSlam to win the Royal Rumble. He needs to win. He just can call a shot, basically. So my thought is, he calls a shot and doesn't have to win the Rumble and calls it for Mania.
What if Braun wins the Rumble and he calls his shot, but Braun says, "What the fuck?"
I could see that too.
And then we put them both in the chamber.
Triple threat. Roman, Braun, Oba.
We haven't had a good multi-man for the title at WrestleMania in a while.
We have not.
We don't do that. We don't do that anymore.
We do 1v1s because that's why we do what we do.
That's why we do what we do.
Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
We have yet to talk about women.
That's probably on us. That's probably really bad on us. I want to talk about SmackDown first. Because Chelsea Green did it.
And
she won. And then got hurt. But she got hurt, and the backup champion is not going to lose the title and warrant a backup champion. So that's good.
It's getting very close to. This would be now the Secretary of State getting the
Speaker of the House. Speaker of the House.
Like we're running out of people.
I believe it's the president, the vice president, the Speaker of the House, and then the Secretary of State. I think, or maybe no, it's the Senate pro tempore, something like that. I don't know.
Did both of us take AP US History?
Nah.
Oh, I did. That's embarrassing.
We didn't have a push at my school offered as a class.
Oh, that's also.
We only had US History honors, unfortunately.
Anyway, so yeah, Chelsea got hurt. So now she's going to wrestle in the Undertaker mask. Or she's not. And Fatal Influence is trying to play belt collectors and take all the belts from everybody. They now have a match against JC Jane now has a match against Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown tomorrow. So there's that.
And Chelsea Green ate a pin.
Tiffany was definitely trying to get herself into that conversation with Chelsea of, hey, we should do the thing where
I thought they were going a direction of a 2-woman power trip.
No, it's definitely not a 2-woman power trip. That's what Chelsea's trying to do. That is not what Tiffany Stratton's trying to do.
Well, I feel like that's what they were gonna do though. Is like it was gonna go Chelsea's way, and the Tiffany the whole time is gonna be like, but I want your title, but I want your title. No, like we're cool, but I want your title. No, I fucking want your title, and then she starts turning heel.
She's like, what are you talking? No, that one. I want that one.
I feel like that's where they were going with it, and it sucks because that would have been interesting, but I mean,
it's like when you go to get like sold something, and they show you all these other things, and it's like, dude, I said this, but what about I said this.
I have social anxiety. I Google everything and know what I want before I walk in the door. That's what I want.
Don't sell me. I want this.
I already did the research on
this.
this.
Do you want the commission or not? I can go over there and talk to them.
Yeah. Well, where's your coworker? I'll talk to your coworker. Like, yeah. I mean, also that ladder match was a sleeper hit for me. One that I wish it was longer, but it was the match I was looking forward to the most on night 2 besides the main event, and before I knew that Kevin Owens was coming back.
Yeah, this is very good.
So, and I mean, like, Chelsea, Charlotte, Jade, Lash, Tiffany, anybody could have won that match besides Jade Cargill, and I would have been excited. Listen, I don't hate Jade Cargill. I really don't. She really did. She botched like 3 moves in a row on SmackDown after that, but like, sure. Like, it just wouldn't have made sense.
That whole faction is a disaster.
Poop.
It's a disaster.
Basura.
Doesn't work for any of them.
Doesn't serve any of them.
Poor Michin, and poor Jade, honestly. BFAB could go to CMLL.
BFAB's fine. BFAB's okay. It's a CMLL. The fuck? Well, that happened. He said that. Yeah, so I mean, I thought Charlotte was going to win. I really thought they were going to go the safe route and go with Charlotte Flair. Because you know that in any other world, that is what they were going to do. They love their safe route.
I loved the fuck you to Michael Hayes.
Right.
Michael's like, oh, it's funny. No.
Dog, you're the butt of the joke.
She's not playing with you. It's also not a joke.
You're actually the butt of the joke here, bud.
You're actually wrong here, and it's okay. Just good job.
Sure. Yeah. Lash.
This...
I said they could have been bold and gave it to Lash.
I would have been okay with that.
That would have been sick. Lash is so good, dude.
But instead, we have relegated Lash to once again being the sidekick.
Right.
Because in the span of a week, we have brought two Anoahis out of hiding or out of the cold.
We're digging in the well once again.
We've brought them back into the warmth that is WWE.
That's it.
More Anoahis. Nia comes back and drops everybody. Drops Chelsea. Drops everybody.
I think she dropped everybody.
But mostly drops Chelsea.
And she holds up Chelsea's title, and the crowd goes mild. Don't care.
Nobody wants Nia Jax, but that's okay because we need a great first foil for Chelsea. It makes Chelsea look a little less.
If this even continues now.
Because
the rumor is that Chelsea's going to be out for some
weeks. Out of place. And it kind of builds onto whatever her character is as champion. Sometimes it's easier to get where you need to go to than to stay where you need to be at.
You're right. Well said.
That I think that's a really interesting story for her. You know, and they talk about it all the time on WWE. You know, you achieve the big goal. Then what? Then you have to keep it. Then you have to keep it and look cool and be good. You know, both on in story and in obviously the overarching business of it all. So that's where we're going there. On the other side of SmackDown's women's conversations, Charlotte and Alexa brought a friend, a spooky friend.
Tatum Paxley shows up on SmackDown, which, by the way, she debuts on SmackDown by having to climb up the turnbuckle, and when the lights come up, she's standing on it in the dark. She gets to climb up in the dark and balance herself on this turnbuckle, so when the lights come up, she's standing like this. She's not holding on to anything. It's just her 2 feet keeping her balanced on that tiny little turnbuckle post.
I mean, it's bigger than it used to be, so.
You're right. And then she dives off. That's impressive. And she landed her spot. But yeah, so I don't think it's going to be like a faction per se in this. Like, I don't think Tatum's going to be rolling with Alexa and Charlotte long term. but I think it's a great way to work her in for now.
So I would agree, but why did we do it the way that we did it?
She's going to help them in this feud, but she's not going to be like aligned with them long term. I don't think.
So did you watch? You did watch, right?
I did.
We did chicanery. We did shenanigans. We did Wyatt's.
I don't think we necessarily did Wyatt's.
That's what I caught. She brought the doll, which she hasn't brought out in a while. And I specifically caught. Also, we're in August. I believe Bray Wyatt died somewhere around these weeks. Okay. So we're hitting an anniversary as well. So maybe it was just a little salute, one time deal for that. Can you cover me on the date?
I can do that. I think it's also like just like I thought it was just a supernatural spooky connection as well. I didn't think it was anything like that.
And she did the little glove thing. She did her pose, but the glove thing that he did, and it had words on it. I forget what the word was.
Hurt heel.
Yeah, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was that. I think it was. I think
passed
it said
August
play.
24th, 2023.
Yeah. So we're in that time frame, and there was also I feel like there was a recent thing that I saw where they admitted that Alexa was supposed to be in with the Wyatt Six. Interesting news to put out as you release the Wyatt Six, and then you do this.
Right.
It's a little weird to me. Bo Dallas is screaming, and he should be screaming. That's
Howdy.
It's a little disrespectful. I'm intrigued by why they did it that way.
I don't think it's going to be something long term, but if it is, I'll. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I'd just be a little surprised. I just can't imagine Charlotte and Tatum Paxley being a thing. I thought the whole thing with Charlotte and Alexa was that they've both been around for a minute and they're both, the
old.
I was gonna say the old guard or like the elder states women or whatever, but like sure, they've been around. They're veterans.
I didn't realize Charlotte was. It's impolite to talk numbers about. So I won't say numbers, but I did not know that's where we were at.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. It made sense. So I've been watching Charlotte for a better part of 10 years. So
fair enough.
Makes sense.
And on a different part of the card, I mean, I guess we're kind of bouncing to similar group, different story. The Fatal Influence now continue their reign of terror. They're women's tag champions between Fallon Henley and Lainey Reed, and JC Jane's going after Tiffany, like we mentioned. I honestly hope that JC wins that title. Yes. Okay.
So
you think you had a thought.
allegedly, I wasn't done talking about the other thing, but I guess we ran out of steam really, and I don't need to keep beating the dead horse. Allegedly, also, again, I'm on the rumor mill pretty heavy right now. Fatal Influence is hurting people, and we don't like that in the locker room.
They do happen to be on the other side of a lot of. You know what though? If they don't have that same energy with Nia Jax, I'm not reading into it. Sorry.
I'll be honest. Super unlucky.
Yeah.
They don't look that hurty.
Most of the time, to me, it's wrestling. Like, the old saying, it's not ballet. People
ballet
get hurt.
Is very painful.
I know. It's just the saying. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to diminish ballet, guys. I promise.
Yeah, the old Taz saying it's not ballet. And then
very insensitive Taz.
It really, honestly.
Yeah.
But people not necessarily wanting to work with them, which is fair. But 10 years ago we called Seth Rollins a danger to the wrestling ring, and now we call him the greatest of all time. So what?
Right.
Happens.
One of those has to be true, but they both can't be.
Well, they may both be true. Well, Seth hasn't hurt anybody in a while.
Right.
Seth keeps getting hurt.
I just think that it's people that try to connect dots. They saw two different situations where people that they enjoy get injured by people that maybe they don't enjoy. They happen to be the same people. They happen to both be around the same time.
I don't think people dislike Fatal Influence, and I actually think people dislike Brie Bella in 2026 more than you think.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like people are just connecting dots that don't need to be connected.
It's just unfortunate. Bad timing. Really sucks for them. Hopefully it doesn't turn out that way. But
we wish Brie Bella and we wish Chelsea Green both speedy recoveries, as well as Rhea Ripley, who had surgery recently, not injured by fatal influence.
Yep. That's another big story coming out of the week. Couple weeks where Rhea got surgery. Rhea is out, and we will see her again sometime post WrestleMania.
There were rumors that before Chelsea got injured, they were going to drop the interim from Chelsea's title reign.
Well, they have a shirt right now.
They did, but that was
which is very strange.
They have a shirt that says that she's the interim champion?
It's interim crossed out permanent and like marker.
Ooh. Okay.
It was really interesting. I also don't believe it's on sale.
Interesting. Maybe it was a Chelsea custom thing.
Well, somebody in the crowd had it.
Oh.
So
I'm checking the shop right now as the Googler of the group. Oh, no, it's on the shop.
Oh, it's on shop now? Okay. We saw it live, and we were like, is that on shop? So they must have put it on shop in the last week or so.
It's on shop.
Okay. So that's happening. We'll find Rhea down the line. I think these women can hold it down without Rhea. So
yeah,
as you can choose to be entertained by it or not. I certainly may not be entertained by all of it, but I think these women can hold their own without Rhea. I don't think
agree.
That's a necessity. Over on the Raw side.
Are we back on Raw?
These girls can't live without Liv, bro.
So Liv Morgan beats Io Sky. Great match at SummerSlam. People are reveling this match as one of the best SummerSlam openers ever, and especially of the modern era. So it's very good. I enjoyed it for what it was. But yeah, Io Sky is now back down at the back of the line. Stephanie Vaquera is back. Becky Lynch is back and now a face, but playing the same heelish character and going after Liv. Yeah, Raquel is the Intercontinental Champion now, which is very cool. Roxanne is still in Judgment Day with Liv and Raquel, so there's still that dynamic as well. And there's still that, like, Liv doesn't fully trust Roxanne kind of thing going on. So, like, I'd say very interesting stuff happening right now.
I'm not interested by the Judgment Day antics of it all. I'm also not interested in this Becky Lynch Stephanie Vaquer of it all.
See, I am, but I understand.
Stephanie Vaquer came back and brought no aura back with her.
I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all.
Zero.
I don't agree with that at all.
Becky came back to hopefully save us all. Because
listen, I love Becky Lynch. I love this new character for Becky Lynch. I'm in.
Sports Illustrated. She hasn't brought up
Bleacher Report. Sports Illustrated. Emil from Kickout Club.
Oh, please.
Like, everyone's saying it.
Everyone's saying it, man. Like So anyway, Becky is probably we're looking at a triple threat, or we're looking at separates and then together as a triple threat again. I see these ladies.
We're seeing the tag team feud with the Judgment Day as well.
I'm seeing these ladies kind of rock out until December. So if we're not entertained by these two ladies, skip the segment, I guess, because it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, that's all I got. I mean,
it's gonna be a while. I'm not totally enthralled to listen to any of these women on the mic for longer than a week at a time. So
it feels to me we're in this period of rebuilding, especially on Raw. My question is,
Raw's a mess.
Actually, not my question. My solution is to bring in the Shield of the women's division of catering. Jordynne Grace, Blake Monroe, and Julia. Save it. Bring Blake to Raw. At this point, they've advertised her on SmackDown for too long, and SmackDown's got too much going on.
That was very weird. She showed up and then disappeared.
Right.
What else is going on? I think that's a lot of it.
Well, Chad Gable won the Intercontinental Championship, which we mentioned briefly, and like has had positive interactions with Penta. He's been kind of feuding with Rusev and Ethan Page a little bit, more so just Ethan Page at this point. Rusev's been kind of, yeah, that's right. He's feuding with me, my twin, Ethan Page. But more importantly than that, I just want to shout out this stupid ass moment that happened at SummerSlam when Chad did win the title from Penta. So he wins the title. I'm laughing just thinking about it.
We're laughing at you, WWE.
It's genuinely one of the funniest things I have ever seen WWE do. From just like, I can't fucking believe this. This is where we're at. Chad Gable has the boyhood dream comes true. Wins the title in his hometown from Penta. And wins the Intercontinental Championship. He's finished his story. The story that he's built for the past year now. A year and a half. Of like, he hates luchadors. He's going to learn the ways of the lucha culture so he can beat them. So he can beat them at their own game. And he becomes El Grande Americano. He does really well in this role, doing the double life thing, double life thing. He gets injured, so both characters have to go away. A new El Grande forms. They do the mask versus match, and Chad's like, all right, I can't do this anymore, but I have a lot of respect for the lucha culture, and I'm going to go for this title that I said I was going to go for, and I'm going to win it. He does. He wins the title. His family is there. His kids get in the ring. Family's got like, I'm Chad Gable #1 fan t-shirts. Like his son is dressed in the same singlet as him. Like, such a great moment, right? And then some dude in a fucking bulldog costume comes up on the apron. It's Braun Breaker. It's some dude in a fucking bulldog costume. Sponsored by Mug Root Beer, and cracks open some Mug Root Beers and hands them to Chad.
And Steve Austin's that shit.
Oh my god, bro. It like, you can't make this shit up. SNL is blushing because they don't even have to write the script because WWE just gave it to them, bro. Like my god, dude. And it's even funnier because like Chad Gable, right, has always been kind of connected to Kurt Angle in some way, shape, or form. And Kurt Angle has been connected to Steve Austin because you had the beer bats with Steve Austin. And then when Angle was trying to spoof Stone Cold, he did the milk bath thing, right? And now you have Chad Gable, who looks like a fucking child, who's doing this shit with Mug Root Beer. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh my god, dude. It's genuinely one of the dumbest things I've ever seen WWE do. And I went back to try and find it on Netflix to try and show my bandmate to laugh because he's very in and out. Yeah. Oh, they cut it. It's not on YouTube. It's not in the broadcast. Like, they don't want that scene. They know that it was bad. They just wanted that money.
They didn't have to do that though. They could have gotten their money. They really could have. I don't understand why they did it that way. Like, they could have gotten their money and not irritated us.
They could have had Danhausen do it.
Thanks. This is I think my last WWE point. They're getting really close to the fire, and they're gonna turn into Icarus real quick with Danhausen.
Yeah.
What a run. Fantastic. Thank you for the jokes. Thank you for the hilarious Knicks win out of it. It's gonna go splat. It's gonna go splat real quick.
Yeah, they're leaning too hard into this a little bit. I like Danhausen, but I definitely see that being a problem. Dominic Mysterio is. I've said for a while Dominic Mysterio can lose left and right.
Campeón.
Right. Booked completely differently on WWE than on AAA. And like we've always said, I have always said, Dom is one of those heels that can lose as much as the next guy and still come out of it fine, unscathed. I'm starting to lose it with Dom now. And I'm scared. And Danhausen is a big reason why. I don't like it. And I like Danhausen. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like this anymore.
It's not fun anymore. There's too many drugs at the party, and I want to go home.
Oh God.
That's kind of how I feel with this Danhausen thing. There's too much going on. I want to go home now. I'm overwhelmed. And it's really amazing to watch Danhausen. It truly is. The guy doesn't wrestle
No.
at all. He doesn't really wrestle at all. He's your creative character where you don't even change the moveset. He and in a lot of respects, he's Joe Hendry.
He borderline should get DQ'd when he curses people because most of the time
It's pyro.
it's pyro. Yeah. He's trying to blow people up.
Danhausen is a really interesting case study because he comes in the box and we all kind of knew it was going to happen and we booed anyway. And then those who didn't understand just were like, what is that? What was that? And he turned us into believers so quickly that by WrestleMania he got Blimphausen.
He did get Blimphausen, actually, yeah.
It's remarkable, and he caught enough mainstream attention. They just sent him to ESPN. They did not mean for him to have this viral moment with Stephen A. Smith. They did not. And they got so lucky that the Knicks won the NBA championship. It's really the amount of things that had to go right in the universe for that sequence of events for Danhausen to work out. Is so impressive. Now here's the problem. TKO has now put out a thing saying, "Oh, we have to have Danhausen on every big thing." And I think it may be starting to just be every show. And that's a problem. That's a problem because now we're starting to kind of just Danhausen asked Sol Ruka to be a partner. Like, what are we doing?
Everything's about money with Danhausen now, and I feel like it is a sad representation of TKO and WWE in today's market.
You think he's doing that on purpose?
Yes.
You think he's
I think it is. I think he is.
You think he's being cute?
I think it's him trying to poke fun at what the fans have said about TKO being money hungry. I do.
And because you think TKO is stupid enough, or they just don't care?
I think they don't care. I think they see that he makes them money.
Well, he does.
Right. I mean, I don't know, man. I like Danhausen, and Danhausen has gotten me because I don't know how much we talked about comedy wrestling on this podcast in the past, but correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I have not always been the biggest fan of comedy wrestling. Danhausen has slowly started to turn me around on comedy wrestling to the point where I enjoy it, but now it's too much. And it's exactly why I don't like comedy wrestling, because after a while, it becomes a little too much.
It's a little too real.
It's too real. It eventually, like the whole thing with Miz and Kit Wilson, turning them into zombies, all it did is just kill their momentum. They were on SmackDown every single week until they got turned into zombies by Danhausen, and now it just feels like they don't know how to get them out of this zombie state, so they're just going to forget about it, and then we'll see them later, I guess. But it's been weeks since we've seen them. And, it's too... You're right. It's too real, and it kills momentum. And I don't know. It's like they know how to get illogical, but they don't know how to bring it back into logic. You know what I mean? They know how to bring it out of reality, but they don't know how to bring it back into reality.
What's also sad is SummerSlam was the first time I watched one of the Danhausen matches and was like, this isn't fun.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like the Saturday night's main event match where he turned the cat into Carl Anthony Towns. I'll admit, even I didn't catch on to where that joke was going, and it landed for me. But maybe that's because I'm a basketball fan too. So you know what I mean? It still hit for me, so it was still funny. This is the first time in the past few weeks Danhausen showing up, and it's just not working.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not doing it. We're kind of riding the joke till the wheels fall off, and it's not gonna It's not gonna work.
It's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. It's not long-term sustainable. I think you should be very happy with the money that you got. I think you need to just settle down. Settle down.
I thought that the JD thing, like you said, the JD thing with Cathausen at Saturday night's main event in New York, I think that was great. I think the problem is now it's starting to affect people that it really can't afford that right now. Dominic can't afford that right now. He's a world champion of a different show, a sister show. And he's supposed to be a future world champion of your company. It makes it hard. It makes it very hard.
He's not even 30 yet.
Right.
Don't do this. Don't irritate us.
I'm just worried because there's only so many people that Danhausen is safe to work with. I'm worried.
It's a very low list.
I'm worried. There's also that clip that's been going around of Oba and Danhausen together as a tag team that happened at a house show. That makes me worried.
I saw that too, and I also got upset. I was like, oh no.
Especially with how they've been treating their tag division recently. The philosophy went from dedicated tag teams to makeshift singles guys that have a little bit of chemistry.
You want to talk about AEW?
As much as I can try to follow along, sure.
I can't follow along that long either. It won't be that long of a conversation. All ends in 2 weeks, so.
So was it you or Yusuf that said that they really have butchered this Ospreay?
It's
and
both of us at separate times,
Omega feud.
and it's also the rest of the internet.
I have not followed. The last I remember was that they tried to connect their feud and be like, "Oh, this is like this anime feud," and people were like, "No."
Look what they did to my boy. That's what this is. It, on paper, masterpiece. You really don't have to touch it, right? People, I saw a comment today where somebody was like, "I'm actually genuinely mad that I know Will's gonna win." That's where we're at. Will is bad on the microphone. He's not.
I actually don't really know. I don't follow along enough to know.
He's not great on the microphone. He's never been great on the microphone. He's been held to his opponent, right? Fortunately, he's survived, right? He's survived this long. Will post neck injury or whatever injury he got, I don't know, man.
It was a neck injury, I believe. Yeah.
This guy ain't it. Will in 2024,
sad.
that guy was it. That guy was supposed to win. This guy, yeah. I don't know who this guy is.
And this is a common mistake. This is something that it's almost kind of WWE-esque in a way, where it's like they had the time to do it, and they had the moment to shit or get off the pot, and they got off the pot. But now they're coming back like, well, wait, I still have to shit.
Well, I mean, Will wasn't there 2 years ago. We couldn't have done that 2 years ago. Also, we had 7 other things going on.
Yeah.
In 24, Brian won it. And then we had the whole Hangman thing that we had to go through, which automatically led to nothing. Nothing. We wasted Hangman. Now he's out here winning trios belts because he can't do anything.
Yep.
We Cody'd him.
They did Cody Hangman.
They Cody'd the hell out of Hangman. Only difference is Hangman probably won't get booed.
That's real, actually. That's real. I
don't know why they did that. And
I don't get it. And
Swerve is just randomly disappearing and then reappearing when they feel like breaking glass.
Yeah.
And Swerve just doesn't look as cool anymore.
My problem too is, why did they turn Kenny heel? What was the point in that?
There was no point to that.
There was no point to
that. Kenny
is not good as a heel. Kenny's also not good as a heel, bro.
He's also on his way out.
Yeah. Right. We've seen it's not that he's bad as a heel. It's that we've seen Kenny as a heel. It might not be the best. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it wasn't the best. And we've already seen Kenny as a heel world champion, and we didn't like it. I don't understand why
he's only 33.
Yeah, he's on the younger end.
Damn.
Kenny is definitely on his way out. I mean, hey, listen, looking at the card for All In, I mean, Cage and Colt versus the Young Bucks, that's gonna be fun.
Wow, old man heaven.
I mean,
They're also old.
Young Bucks getting their Make a Wish Dream match. I mean, that's sick.
Why are we not just calling them the Bucks?
I don't
They
know.
ain't been young.
I don't know, man. Yeah, how old are they?
Old enough.
Are they in their 40s now?
I believe.
Yeah.
they are.
Matt is 41 and Nick is 37. Wow.
Damn, they're that much different.
I
didn't know
guess
that.
so.
It's interesting because they're definitely, some of these guys are definitely on their way out and are probably gonna save the company when they can just be EVPs and not have to be full-time main event talent
Yeah.
as well. But so we kind of tanked that. Kenny was playing the part of Voldemort this week. If you look at the promo, he's doing "You're a fool, and you will lose
Right.
everything." I was like, okay, what does that mean? Like, what are we talking about?
Right.
We didn't need this. MJF is playing the part of CM Punk right now. We're
I'm getting tired of MJF too, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I am too, honestly. It's like we gave him the belt to then just give it to Darby to then give it back to him.
It's like they always want MJF to be champion, though. They always want him to be champion. Even when he's not champion, they try to book him like he's a champion. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
MJF right now brought back the ring.
Cool.
We're living very much in 2023 right now. MJF with his ring and his Triple B belt. We're running the CM Punk story that we did not finish.
Yawn.
So now MJF is the one true champion, which, the real world's champion. He's
the OTC.
He's the OTC. They're being cute.
Yeah, they are.
They're being cute, and it's not going well for them. What a shame, because there was really things looked up for AEW, and it's kind of a shame to just watch them crumble under their own hubris.
They also have the Continental Classic happening as well. The final of that is going to be at All In. I have not followed the Continental Challenge Cup. Sounds cool, I guess. Moxley is the Continental Crown champion right now, I guess.
He is still.
Yeah. I'm trying to look into the stats of that. There's no way to look at it. Looking at this match sounds great on paper, but I feel like this should have ended months ago. Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita, and Kazuchika Okada. Why are we still doing this, bro?
How are we still here?
I feel like, actually, I know why. Because Fletcher gets injured like crazy, dude. Fletcher's gotten injured at least twice in the midst of these, I think. And I'm not trying to say that as a knock against him. It's just unfortunate, but because he was TNT champion, then he got injured, and then they gave him this title.
That's what I thought.
He was TNT champion, and then they gave. And then they had I think that's when Kevin Knight won the title.
It's definitely rough around the edges right now. I don't exactly know what their plan is.
I think I want Andrade to win the Casino Gauntlet.
Andrade right now, though, is apparently doing the work of his career.
He is. That's what I've heard too.
What's the thing? How you know?
That's what he says. I don't even know.
That's his thing right now.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know the context behind it, but I did see I saw the clips of him. I saw the clip of him saying it on the microphone, and the crowd popped. Boy, were they into it.
Top autocomplete on Google. Andrade El Idolo. How you know?
How you know?
What the fuck?
I don't know the context. I didn't see it.
This is so stupid. Wow.
He found it. He found that it's very Roman Reigns, Cody, Punk, Seth, that realm of just good crowd work. what do you want to talk about? Acknowledge me.
How you know?
You know, how you know?
Apparently, he's also the current national champion.
So what I've also seen is Andrade apparently like has women follow him to the
That
ring.
I've seen. He's had women like fawn over him at ringside, and he goes over and takes a selfie with them.
He's giving modern day Razor Ramon. I think some of the inspiration. I'm not mad at it. Good for him.
Yeah, I could see that.
He recent divorcee. He knows what he's doing.
He's thriving right now, brother. He's thriving right now.
I don't know if he's thriving, but he's certainly working.
I mean, listen, he's kind of thriving. Like
he's definitely working.
He's single. He's doing the work of his career. He's hot as hell. Listen, what more could you ask for? He's doing great.
I don't know how I feel about him and all this blonde that he got in his hair right now.
The first WWE to AEW to WWE to AEW superstar too.
He switched that. He's done 2 stints in each.
He was in WWE in 2015.
Oh my god.
He went to AEW in 21. He went back to WWE in 24, and then he went back to AEW in 25.
So AEW is AEWing. They're doing only the things that they can do, and it's put on bloody matches and bad stories.
Correct.
But it's okay because it's the alternative, and we're supposed to cheer for
Listen,
workers.
I'm glad people get a paycheck. I'm glad that people get to do what they love to do.
Everybody got to get a paycheck, but
I just won't be watching. I just because as one of my favorite wrestling creators says, AEW stands for ain't even watching, brother.
I wonder how much closer AEW is. I haven't looked into this for a while. With their HBO deal that they're working on getting that streaming those live events, because that will really boost those Sunday live events if they. I'll even take. Well, I'm not the one paying for my HBO, so I would maybe have to start paying. But I would take a boost on a monthly subscription to HBO to get access to shows the way I can watch them for WWE. I'm not paying pay-per-view.
No.
Sorry. WWE and UFC have already proven that I don't need pay-per-view. So I don't know how people still fall for the AEW pay-per-view.
I will say though, at least if AEW is going to charge you for a pay-per-view, they're going to give you like 15 matches, a 4-hour show. Like WWE, I'm not paying an AEW pay-per-view price for a WWE pay-per-view because WWE is like half the time and half the matches. At least AEW is giving you like 15 matches.
And then it's half the time of half the time.
Yeah, you're right. Because then the other half is ads.
Is all ads. So, $40 for no ads versus $10 for half of your show being ads.
I mean, I will say we only have 8 matches announced for All In. However, there's still 17 days until the show, so there's still plenty of time for them to add 10 more matches.
Plenty of time to put 10 more matches on the card and to make it a 7-hour spectacle.
There's plenty of time for 10 more matches and 3 on the pre-show.
Feel like I turned on an AEW pay-per-view once it was an early. I feel like it was an earlier one. It was started at like 5. And I turned it on. I turned it off at 7, and it was still going on at 12. I was like, "What? Why are we here?"
Their pay-per-views go on until like 1 a.m. sometimes at the latest. I feel like
I can't do that, man. I appreciate You know what I will say though? I do appreciate AEW standing their ground and standing for who their audience is. Their audience will sit and watch 10 hours of wrestling.
Listen, AEW comes to town, I will try and get a ticket. I will at least try because I have fun every time I see an AEW show. As someone who doesn't even follow the product,
have fun.
That's crazy. As someone who doesn't follow the product, I went to an AEW show, multiple actually, and have had fun every time. I've actually enjoyed it, and yeah, I was bummed I couldn't go this most recent time, especially when they do it at MGM Music Hall at Fenway, because it's like a really interesting vibe because it's like a concert hall rather than like a traditional arena or anything like that. That's a lot of fun. It's refreshing. I like wrestling in unique settings.
I saw a comment on one of the AEW highlight videos where it was, "It's Wednesday. You know what that means? Another bad episode of Dynamite."
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Agreed.
Hey, you want to come up to Boston and see SmackDown with me tomorrow? The dark main
No,
event is
they
Cody
they've
and
been.
Oba versus Braun and Theory for the tag
I'm
titles.
not watching that.
What if they win the titles?
They were doing they're on the Kickout wrestling run right now. They hit Philly.
They really are.
I didn't go. Saw great stage seats
You should
for a
have bought
great
them.
price. The show was decent too. So would have
Shoulda
been a
bought
good
'em.
time.
Should have bought them.
I'll be honest. The thing that I wanted to see most was Kevin Owens, and half of it wasn't even on a microphone. So I'm not upset.
You're right. You're right. I'm
Upset by that.
excited. I'm intrigued because right now we have a women's U.S. title match announced and a men's U.S. title match announced. So, 2 title matches could be good. Did they announce the War Raiders and Truth and Wepa Truth as well? I don't know. They might have. I don't
Yes,
remember.
that is next week.
They
as well.
did announce that? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. And that's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
for the WWE tag titles. It's not for the AAA tag
It's
titles.
not for AAA belts.
So that could mean that the War Raiders win.
honestly, I don't really care about this storyline. I don't really understand it.
I'm just saying it in the context of I get a cool show.
Oh, okay.
Not really that I care about that, but at least I get title matches.
You might see Randy.
Hey, Randy. Hey, Randy.
I'm glad that still exists.
In my mind, it does. All right. How are we feeling now that we've had this hour 40-minute rant session?
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I think so. Is wrestling back? To be determined. To be determined. Y'all, I mean, Emil, do you have any final thoughts here?
No.
Okay. Y'all, thank you so much for watching this one. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. Listen, if you follow us on YouTube, hit us with a subscribe, and like and comment on the video. And if you are on TikTok, go follow us there at Kickout Club Wrestling on TikTok as well. That's about all we're active on right now, and even then, we're not active. Hence why we're doing this for the first time in months. Since February, I actually looked at the history on. We really are inside. We are inside. But next week, we'll also be inside because we're going to get another episode going for you. So, y'all, thank you so much. Keep watching, and we hope to see you next week. Peace out.